It is Wednesday, March 13th at 11:33 a.m. and I've been delaying doing some stuff recently. Um, so let me give a quick rundown. Um, the long and the short of it is after trying to raise capital for a decent amount of time, um, we have put a line in the sand for mid-March, and we're not going to hit that line. Um, there are some opportunities for us to raise. There are people who are still interested. There are emails that I get inbound. There are opportunities like Y Combinator coming up. Um, However, at this point in time, uh, for everyone's livelihood, um, it is going to be better for us to stop focusing on raising money and start focusing on um, uh, sustainability. And so what I mean by that is the company that we were building, essentially we were building to raise money. Not entirely. That's not entirely true. Let me rephrase that. The way that we were building the company, the steps we were taking, were the steps um, that we thought would give us the biggest leg up. So, for instance, we went after high growth numbers and we hit them by the fucking way. um, because we thought high growth numbers would be appealing to investors. We went after a product that could be used after a lot of things and broadly applicable because it helped tell that story. Some of these things we probably would have done, no matter what, but we did it to basically make our strongest case that we could about raising money, um, and we didn't. And the reason why we're making the switch from something that is a business designed to raise money into another business, which I'll talk about. Actually, I'll talk about that on a different um, one of these. So anyway, that's what happened. So what we wanted to have at this point in time was basically a decision, and that decision was: do we want to take on capital? Because we weren't 100% sure if we wanted to, by the way, but we did want that option. Or do we not take on capital? And now we're being pushed to the sense that we have to assume that we can't take any on. So uh, the past few days and today, tomorrow, next Friday, or not next Friday, Friday, and probably for a little bit beyond then, um, we are coming up with the strategies to make the company a sustainable, self-sustainable entity. What that means is focus, smaller, niche, um, great use case, a really engaged audience, all these things to help build that up. Um, Things that we didn't do purposely. Purposely, I do want to point that out because we were trying to go after some of these growth metrics. So we're in this planning phase now, and the entire team, no one is. I shouldn't say no one's disheartened. I myself, after getting rejected, a bunch, you don't feel good, but we're still all in this and kind of in it as a group, and we'll figure it out. So anyway, that's kind of been the update over the past week. Week. Um, so yeah, what I'll give a little explanation in terms of what this turns into, and elaborate on that more in the future. But essentially, the idea is this turns into a sustainable operation. It means everything will move slower. Um, Slower, not as in work's not being done as fast, but as in more methodical. Um, yeah, and that allows us to reduce our outside reliance, and we'll build a business that is profitable and We can choose to keep it as a smaller business and make income, or do whatever. And yeah, yeah. The benefit about Find in general and the space that we're in is, again, we're in information. We're in collection and distribution of information, and that will never not be a valuable industry. Um, the methods of collection and distribution change from newspaper to the web to whatever's next, voice, etc. But that game doesn't change, and text will not go away for a long time, despite how people think it may. So anyway, that's it. That's sort of the general you know movement update, and I'll elaborate more, and we'll go from there.